What's good with it in the hood with it? You already know. Welcome back to the Collective Clips where we tas. Even if my face is all swollen, I'm still going to get it in, right? But let's let Rick get it in first. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate all the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. So, whooping! We can still get our whopping on. You ready? Right, for another episode of Super Norteno. See, this time we had to fast forward to the future. I said, back to the future, Marty McFly. And I felt that it was necessary that I showed my family the finer things in life. See, they're used to the rats and the roaches and the shiesty approaches. They're used to having to wait by the mailbox like this. On the 1st and the 15th for that little checky check. They're used to the ghetto, doom, talking about the ghetto, right? That's what they're used to. But now, since I've moved out of state to the great state of Washington, take a bite of that apple, right? I said, you know what? Let me invite my familia out. So when I first moved up here, I was like, you know what? I got a nice pad. I finally got my shit together. I've changed my life. You know, I got custody of my children. I got, vehicles. I got a good jale. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice pad. I'm finally out on my own, right? I'm finally doing good. It's time for me to show them better things in life. My tia's getting older, even though she's like, I don't give a fuck if I get old. This is not old. This is brand new to everyone that tries it. See, you got to think, when they say you put a lot of miles on it, they don't know how I put the odometer backwards. They don't know how much mileage is on my shit. Every time it might be a used car, but it's a brand new car to you, bitch, right? My tia's like that. But she's getting older in age, right? So is Rick, so is Sheila, so is the familia, right? Lionel's a grown man by now, right? So it's at the point now where it's like, hey, let me show you guys how I'm living. Let me get you up out of the roaches just for a minute. Shake your clothes off. You know what? Spray yourself off with the hot water hose before you come in my motherfucking pad. We're used to the manguera, so it is what it is. So I invited them up, and I wanted to show Rick, especially Rick, man, because my tia says, where's the casino at, mijo? When I was over, when we were driving over here, there was a fucking eagle in a casino, and I seen it. We stopped there, and I lost $600. I've been saving, mijo, for this trip my whole life, right? So to my tia, she said, where's Alaska? Where's Alaska? I said, why? Because I want to fucking fuck someone in an igloo. My tia's different, right? That's on my bucket list. One of those little Oaxacans in it. Well, they don't got Oaxacans, tia. Those are called Eskimos. Okay, as long as he can fucking lick ice, it's good. So I was bringing the family. It was going to be all good. And I wanted to show Rick some of the different stuff. I wanted to take him to a steakhouse. I wanted to take him fishing. We're older now, you know what I mean? I just wanted to chop it up, see where his head's at. So I invited him up here, and they did the road trip. It was Sheila, my tia, a paisa that I will remain unnamed because he didn't go back with them. The motherfucker got so frustrated, he just disappeared. He's probably in Alaska in a fucking igloo, right? And then, of course, Ricky, the star of the show. And I only imagine him the whole time driving on his way all the way to Washington. Whooping! Are we going to see elephants? Are we going to see giraffes? No, stupid ass. It's the Pacific Northwest. There ain't none of that. You're going to see tweakers. You're going to see fucking, you know what I mean? You're going to see people holding hands that have beards. You're going to see different shit, but you're never going to see no fucking elephants. At least I don't think so. So anyways, they finally made it. And I remember it was a Friday night when they made it. They had drove all day. They left early in the morning, like 1 or 2 in the morning, and they made it, right? And so I knew they were tired. So my dad was like, give me a fucking bed to lay in. Oh, this is my old man. I said, I already knew. I was prepared for that. So I gave her my room. That's what you do to your older family members. If you got any class about yourself, right? Any respect for your elders, you give them your room, right? I don't like the fucking blankets over here. And why do you guys, it smells like pata in here. I said, oh, yeah, that's probably from my shoes. Spray some Febreze, bitch, right? So I set them up, and then Ricky and Sheila were going to have, I got them a, what is that called? An air mattress in the living room so they could do their thing. And then, of course, my daughter has her room, and then I have, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sleep in the couch, and we're just going to we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it work. Hey, it's better than a motel room. They can't afford that shit, and I can't afford that shit for them, right? So afford that. So we're kicking back, and Ricky's like, "What, Ben? Is there any Southsiders here?" I said, "Bro, look, there is, but not where I stay. Okay, I live in a place that's coastal. Like, it's good right here, bro. There ain't nothing here. The only blue thing you're gonna see is bluegill. Like, you're straight. Well, what, Ben? I don't give a fuck if I see them. I'm gonna get off on them." I said, I know, but they'll probably get off on you first because of your fucking weird ass look and all the red you're wearing. You're good, right? So he's like, "What are we gonna do tomorrow? Are we gonna go see the fucking dolphins?" I said, "No, not in particular. We'll take you to a steakhouse. Primo, we're gonna wake up hella early. We're gonna go fishing. And what about Sheila? What about Sheila? Right? Sheila's gonna sit here and look at. I filled up the refrigerator for her. By the time we come back, we'll have to refill it. But it's all good. It's stocked up for her. I got all her favorite cold corn dogs, tortillas with butter. Like, bam. She said, Lionel, I forgot Lionel was there too. Lionel's going with us because I ain't never spent no proper time with Lionel. He was always in and out, and you know what I'm saying? He was dancing on the ceiling. What a feeling. So we woke up early in the morning. I woke Lionel up. He's like, "Hey, Unc." He calls me Tío. So anyone that's from a Mexicano family, if you have a primo, because he is my primo, right? That's older than you, you call him Tío. I don't know why the fuck. I've never done that, but that's what it's supposed to be like, right? So he's like, "What's up, Tío?" And I said, "You know what I'm saying? Say that again." He's like, "What's up, Tío?" I said, "Damn, you sound more Mexican every day. Get in there and fucking, I bought you one of those picks for your shit, right?" So he's in there picking it out, getting ready. And Rick's like, "What are we gonna do?" I said, "First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go on the balcony. I'm gonna show you some shit in the backyard, bro. You can see deer and shit running by." He's whooping on the fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah. Shh, you're gonna wake your mom up. She was fucking all night, right? So we go, we're looking, we're out there. He's having his coffee. I'm chilling. Sheila's up. She's making breakfast for the family. I'm like, cool. It's early in the morning. Early. It's like 5 in the morning, 5, 6. So we eat some fucking papas con chorizo. She made some fun. She got down. Like, Sheila's learned. My dad's like, "Bet you're gonna learn to be Mexican one way or this other." Right? So the linebacker is linebacking in the kitchen. So we grub and we're like, "Hey, we're gonna be back." And she's like, "What are you guys gonna do?" "We're not gonna eat, bitch." "Okay, I'll stay." Right? So we leave, and I take them to this little fishing spot where I got in the cuts, right? And I'm gonna tell you, Lionel is uncoordinated, dyslexic, ligamented up. He doesn't know what he's doing. So he's out there like, "Hey, Theo, am I doing all right?" I said, "Just look, I didn't put a hook on his shit. Just drop your line in there. There's literally just a weight on his shit. Just drop it in there, see what you catch." Right? Because this fool is all fucked up. And I'm not trying to deal with every time he snags something, having to redo it for him, right? Because he can't do shit, can't even tie a knot. Let's get if you seen Lionel, you'd be like, "Oh man." Tell you, this motherfucker looks like a mix between Lionel Richie and Bernie Mac. I don't know how Ricky came into the picture. "That's my son and I love him." Yeah, well, you know what I mean? It's whatever, right? But he definitely doesn't look anything, and I mean not even close to what you look like. But he's a little Norteno too, so he's all gang banged out and thinks he's hard. Anyways, whatever. He's out there hook, line, and sinker, right? And so he's out there fishing. "Hey, dude, I can't even get a bite." "I bet you can't." Hey, I'm willing to put money on that. So anyways, we're out there fishing, doing our thing. I catch me a little bass, right? Ricky catches him a little small thing like that, a little minnow, and we're good. We're having a good time. And Ricky's like, "Well, I like it up here. I might move up here." I said, "Yeah, well, maybe one of these days when you get money." "No, because I still be doing the twirling thing, right?" So he had his little shit together. They had a little money. This time I'm not having to give him money, and Pepe's nowhere in sight, so he's not borrowing continuously, right? And getting high in my motherfucking bathroom. So they're like, "What are we gonna do this weekend?" I said, "What we're going to do right now is we're going to go to a steakhouse." "Well, you lied. You're a fucking liar." I said, "What do you mean? You told Sheila we weren't going to eat." I said, "No, I told Sheila she wasn't going to eat. Okay, we're going to go to a steakhouse. I'm going to take you guys. I'm going to treat you guys before I beat you guys." So we go to the steakhouse. Fire, right? I said, "Order whatever you want." I'm trying to spur, man, trying to show my primo what it is. And then I'm in his earlobe about the gang banging and all that and how, hey, he needs to fucking be a good father. But his fucking son's wearing a red rag, fucking all flamed up. So, I mean, he's like, "I'm a fucking good father. I'm a good influence. He's active still." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, but that's different." So my tia's blowing us up. "What are you fucking doing? I can hear you chewing from here. It fucking smells like dog shit and fish shit. What are you guys doing?" I said, "Out there, we're over here. We're just fishing and shit." "Get your ass back over here. My old man wants to know why he couldn't go fishing with you." I said, "Oh, I'm sure he smelled a lot of fish last night." "Go, what is that supposed to mean?" "Nothing. I know I had to air it out because when I woke up, it smelled like fucking Abercrombie and Fitch and mackerel, right?" "But what does that have to do with Abercrombie and Fitch?" "Yeah, you know when you buy new clothes and they have that certain smell to them, it smelled like new clothes and shit, straight up." right? Well, you guys gonna be back when we're back. Okay, mijo, I'm gonna wait for you with a chancla when you get back, bitch, for talking shit. So, anyways, we're doing our thing. I fucking turn my phone off. We're eating. I'm trying to talk some sense into Rick, right? Now, common sense would say that he'd hear me out. He's not hearing me out. He's like, hey, what? I want to see the Goonies. So when we were little, let me tell you guys something. We had two favorite movies. We'd watch back to back to back. I know all you guys are saying Scarface, Goodfellas, Charlie, No American Me's. I mean, Ricky doesn't love American Me, right? I like that one part when they say we're lame farmers from the north. They're putting us on. They're putting us on. I'm like, oh, so you're a lame farmer from the north? No, I'm not. I am a farmer and I'm from up north, but I'm not lame. Well, at least he understood that. No, our favorite movies was not Blood In, Blood Out, and it definitely wasn't fucking The Godfather. It was Back to the Future and the Goonies. And I like the Never Ending Story. Oh, right? But anyways, the Goonies was our shit. And I live very nearby Astoria, Oregon, like across a bridge, right? Where the Goonies was filmed. It's all Goonied out. I've been there a million times to the Goonie house, done took pictures, all that. So Ricky's like, I thought you said we're going to see the Goonies, because that was my way to trick them to coming up, right? Because they didn't want to come. They're like, no, because we don't got a lot of money. We're saving for something. Get your ass up here, right? So I'm like, yeah, we'll go. But we're going to go tomorrow. Today, we're just going to eat, fish, and just chill out at the house. We're going to barbecue later, everything, right? So, of course, as soon as we go, we leave the fucking steakhouse. We go to the supermarket. I buy steaks. I buy food, good food. I bring it back, and I tell fucking Sheila to do what she does best. Get her ass on the grill. Anything that has to do with food, she does, pura, 10-5 a key, right? So she's back there barbecuing for us, right? It's already a few hours past. My dad, so we're going to take a walk and see if we see a deer. We'll go take a walk. Okay, well, I need boots because I only brought high heels and fucking chanclas. I said, now you'll be all right there. Just stay on the path. Now, gotta fucking stay on the path. My shit is a path, and everybody likes to walk it. I tell you right now, me and my man, we're going to go bone in the bush right next to Bigfoot. So they're out there. So the family's enjoying it. My tia says, it's so beautiful out here, mijo. There's no fucking roaches. The roaches exist over here? I said, I haven't seen them for years since I went to your pad. Yeah, we still got them. They're still there. That fuckers are getting old too. They're turning gray and shit. I'm like, damn. So she's walking the path with her old man. There's like little paths and shit. You can go hiking, right? My tia, oh, fuck, I'm tired. I'm tired. My fallopian tube aches too, right? So Sheila decides that she's going to go with them. And I'm like, I thought you were going to barbecue. She was like, I want to go. I'm stuck in the house all day. Ricky doesn't let me do anything, which he really doesn't. It's not that he doesn't let her do anything. He's just hella jealous. Whoopin, you want to fucking Southside or what? Right? She's like, no, I don't like them guys. Well, Whoopin, you like black guys? That's different, right? So anyways, I try to go with my dad, catch up, do Heinz. So she takes off walking. So we're bullshitting. We have a good night. Of course, Lionel's smoking his little weed in the cuts, and everyone's just doing their thing. And so that my tia comes back. She's like, Mijo, I wanted to go to a casino. I said, tia, there ain't no casinos where I live, like nowhere close to right here. You're going to have to drive. Well, give me a map and tell me where. We came in our own car. We don't need you, bitch. Right? When I ever needed you. What have you ever done for me lately, Janet, Miss Jackson, because you're nasty? What have you ever done, nip slip? I said, paid your rent for several months. Use my food stamp card to buy you an abundance of fucking canned frijoles because you don't like the fucking good ones. I've done a lot. God, now you're going to hold it against me, Indian pinchy giver. God, fuck you. Right? So I tell them, hey, you can go to fucking this casino, but it's far. So they take off. Sheila goes with them. Right? Lionel goes with them. So now it's me and Rick. So he's like, what are we going to do? I said, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, bro. We're going to hit this little bar thing and we're going to go chill, bro. And I'm going to introduce you to some bitches. Right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to make a bedtime story, homie. Let's go, right? So we go to this bar, and there's a few white chicks that I know. It's like a little country western bar, but it's cool because I could go there. I don't get recognized. No one's tripping on me. It's just all good, right? So we're there. We're having a few sips or two. And Ricky's not a big drinker, but when he does drink, he doesn't drink Dos Equis, right? So we're sipping. We're having a good time. And Ricky's like, Whoopin, is there any gang members around here? Because if there's a Southsider, I know when they're around me, I have X-ray vision. I have Blu-ray vision. Soul gang. I know, right? I'm like, no, there's no Southsiders. Like, you're good, homie. Relax. Enjoy the atmosphere. Ain't this better than fucking pit bulls crying in the backyard to eat? Like, come on, man. This is cool. He's like, Whoopin, I haven't seen a pit bull since I've been here. This ain't like home. I said, no, Dorothy, you ain't going to click your heels and be in the fucking Norteno land. You are in northern United States. You're having a good time. Are we going to go to Alaska? I said, no, we're not going to Alaska. How about Canada? How the fuck do you know these things? You know what I mean? How are you so intelligent all of a sudden? So, anyways, we're kicking at a bar, man. There's this bigger chick. Look, she was bigger, right? And she's feeling Ricky. And of course, like I say, he's a magnet for chicks. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's susceptible to buying them drink after drink after drink and tricking all his money off. But they're drinking and everything. And I'm thinking, man, damn, man, she has been getting done dirty her whole life. But she's had around her too. You know what I'm saying? She's like Lena the Plug. She's been plugged up, you know what I'm saying, by BBC. So she knows what it is. So we're kicking in. He was like, we should go to this chick's house. She said we can go to her house. Well, let's go. So we go to this chick's house. My tia's born in Zapoca. You guys left barbecue. You didn't even come eat it. You just fucking turned the propane off. Come on. And it's already late night, like 1 a.m. Sheila's like, where are you, Ricky? He said, up the whooping. We ran into Southsiders. They jumped us. We're over here. We're at the hospital. He's bullshit. He's making up whatever story he can. So I tell the chicks that we're with, hey, we got to go, right? So they're like, hey, call us. They're telling Ricky, call me, right? Ricky's like, whooping, just give me your phone number. Put it in because I don't know what a 9 is, right? So we get back to the pad. Sheila gets in an argument with Rick. Rick settles her down with the big pedazo of that, right? Or I don't know. I've never seen it. So it could be that or that. Whatever. She's happy in the morning. She's making pancakes, right? Little raw in the middle, but that's the way she likes shit. She's not a person that wants to wait. She's very persistent and let's eat, right? Food's ready. Bitch, the burner's just on. You haven't even put what's going on here? It's ready, right? Yeah. No, your stomach's ready. The food's not ready, right? So anyways, the next day we're going to go to the Goonie house. So we cross over this bridge. We drive a little bit. We're in Astoria, Oregon, right? That's where the Goonies was filmed. And so it's cool because when you go in there, and I've been there many times, there's little spots. So the first place I want to take them is up the mountain. It's actually I don't know if you've seen the movie. Most have. But it's the spot where the Fratellis, the bad people, they have like a restaurant, right? Well, that place is actually there, but it's not a restaurant. It's actually a bathroom. But the spot where they go and they're looking and they can see the restaurant, that was actually made on set for that movie. But it's really fucking literally right now. It's like a little park thing. You can see the ocean right there. It's real nice, right? And it's literally it's by Cannon Beach. It's what do you call it? A bathroom. So I take Ricky there. He's like, whooping, they found a dead body on the toilet. Like, whatever, bro. It's not going to be like you think it is. It's the future now, right? We're in 2020, we're in, at that time, it was like 2021. And so, no, it was 2022 because right after the pandemic when they came. And so, bam, they're looking. It's all good, right? Everyone's happy. Like, oh, shit. You can recognize little landmarks. And I take them down this path. Hey, this is where they threw the fool off the fucking bike. You know what I mean? And he went off the thing. Oh, shit. So everyone's having a good time. So now we're going to the Goonies house, the main attraction, right? Which ain't no big deal. What it is, just a fucking white and orange house. It's like orangish burnt red now, white. And then next door is Data's house, the Asian dude's house, right next door. And so if you know, like I know, because I do my history, a super fan of the Goonies had bought that home. And right next door to it, he had his best friend buy that home, right? So they own both those houses. Right down the street, there's like fucking another house. It's like green. And it's one of the people, Mouth's house or whatever, right? Anyways, you have to walk up this like gravel path. And there's like boxes where you could donate money, and I guess, for taking pictures or whatever. And people donate money. Anyways, there are long lines, a lot of people, and they want to all be right in front of the house. And all you do is walk up to someone's driveway, take pictures. You got to be respectful. Someone's pad. They actually live there, right? But there's a lot of people. There's a lot of tourists. People taking pictures. They're all goonied out. Hey, you fucking, you know what I mean? And so Ricky's like, whooping, I want to give me a pirate hat and go there and take a picture. So we have to go all over the place to find a costume store to fucking buy him a pirate fucking hat. It got to be red. They ain't got no fucking red pirate hat, stupid. You know what I mean? Shut up, one dumb Willie, right? So we go, and there's this big white dude there. And he's got his family. It's his 2 sons, him and his old lady, right? And this dude's being like bullying people. He's like taking pictures. He's like telling his son, stand on this rock. Stand up against the thing that says the Goonies house. Stand up against this, right? Ricky's like, whooping, when are we going to get our turn? I got my pirate hat ready. I said, we just got to wait, bro. There's a lot of people, man. Just enjoy it. Like, you can see it. We're taking pictures right there, but like, he wants to be in front of it, right? And so Ricky just barges up in there. He's like, whooping, I'm going to take a picture right here. And the little kid, he kind of bumps the little kid over, but not in a mean way. Just kind of like, whatever, right? And the white dude's like, hey, that's my son. And Ricky's like, yeah, I know, he's not mine, right? My son's over there, the one that's smoking weed with the red rag in his pocket. We're active, right? And the dude's like, who the fuck? He's looking at Ricky like an alien, like he ain't never seen no one like him, because he hasn't seen anyone like him, right? And I see it going down. I already know. So I mob over there and I tell the white dude, hey, man, it's cool. This is my cousin. He's from California and shit. He's just chilling, right? And the dude's like, did I ask where he was from? And I said, what? He said, did I fucking ask where he was from? Look, I don't care where you little cholos are from. You know, we're from right here. I said, if you're from right here, then why the fuck are you taking pictures? Motherfucker, you can just walk down the street and do this every day, right? I didn't get a chance to say one more argumentative thing because my tia said, well, fuck you, a white person, and comes over and her little Oaxaca boyfriend is all scared. What the fuck is going on, right? And my tia starts trying to swing at the guy, and the dude pushed my aunt. And we gave him a good old, hey, you guys, Goonie beatdown. Ricky jumped up, whooping! Right? He was on him like he was Chunk. Right? That motherfucker was on that white dude. His wife was trying to fight. My tia was fucking up his wife. The paisa ran down to go run to the car and just kept running. That was it. He just left all his clothes, we never seen him again. He just took off running. He was scared. Maybe because he was illegal. He said, fuck this. They're going to call fucking ICE. I'm gone, right? He took off. Sheila her and my tia got to smashing on that lady. The two little sons, Lionel was like, he said the N-word, please, right? Ninja, please, right? They were like teenagers. They were like all shocked because they ain't never seen a teenager smoke weed. Lionel was like, it's from burner shit. It's cookies. You want some, right? This is all going on. I'm seeing everything. Me and Ricky are putting hands, feet and hands. Ricky's beating the hell out of a fucking big old white dude with a pirate hat on. People are filming it, taking pictures and shit. I ain't gonna lie. The white dude's like, enough! There's kids present. Ricky said, what? But I don't give a fuck. They're not mine. Hey, it was crazy. I was like, yeah, there is. I got my dad's like, I don't give a fuck. If fucking they didn't come out of my moose. That's what she used to call it, the moose. They didn't come out of my moose, right? Anyways, we were fighting and everything. The actual people that lived there came out and told us to get the fuck off their property. How the fuck you get kicked out of the Goonies house? Hey, a couple years later, we ended up leaving. That was it. We went out to eat and everything. My tia and Ricky and all them, they ended up going home, right? About a year later, I take this chick that I'm with, right? Let's go to look at the Goonies house. It's like it's the opening thing. You know what I mean? You want to go to the Goonies house? Everybody wants to go. So I take her to the Goonies spot, and they recognize me and kick me off the property again. She was like, damn, what'd you do at the Goonies house? I said, they're mad because I fucking beat up One-Eyed Willie. Right? Anyways, with that being said, man, Ricky went Goonie. You can't stop him. No matter where he goes, he's going to cause problems. Hey, but I was just able to have an experience with my family that I'll never forget. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people. Now, I'll say this. If you've never been to the Goonie house, man, never been to Astoria, go experience it. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth, I think. You know what I'm saying? I could look out my window and see this shit. That's what it is, man. This is the gun. Bang, bang.